Okay, thank you. And I'm good. Thank you for coming. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm very grateful to have everybody who showed up to hear about dooloops. Dooloops, as I kind of am saying, it's the new way to do poo. It's a new classification in the pet space. Now, the pet business, as you all are here know, is it's huge. It's like $99 billion just in 2020, and 77 million households have dogs. And basically, it's an average of, like, I think I read 1.6 dogs. So that's a lot of dogs and a lot of poo. Um, anyway, the market is really saturated. I've been to some of the trade shows, and you can get an endless choice of scarves and leashes and bowls and tutus and cookies that are way nicer than anything I ever made for my children, even though I tried. But this one, like, really basic chore with having a dog, which is cleaning up after it. It's so funny, endless number of bags, but then you're still stuck holding the bag, and nobody is really adequately solved for that. So that's the problem. I'll show you really quickly how it works, and then I'll tell you how it came about. So this is a dooloop, and I was telling Carmen before, I use apples, clementines, and other fruit for my stunt poop. So anyway, you just stick it in your bag and you put it on, and that's it. And I didn't even knot it, and it's here. And if you want to go for the bigger stuff, avocado, if you got a really big dog or just ate a lot, and it can hold multiple bags. Like I say, you actually don't even have to knot it, and comes off easily, as easily it goes on. And that's the whole thing, is like you can do it with one hand. You don't have to fiddle with it, which is a problem. So the reason that this came about was the two dogs you can't see because I'm technically incapable of showing them to you. But and I apologize. But when we fostered them, we agreed to foster them. They had not been on apparently walks or met many people, so they were terrified of everybody. And we don't have a fenced yard, and so we had to walk them on leash, and they were trying to run away from us in the house. So I knew that if I dropped a leash, they would just take off. And because they didn't know where they were and they wouldn't come when called, to put it mildly, it was terrifying walking them. And then the food they were on, they were very productive, shall we say, on their walks. So it was always like 2 bags or 3 or 4 bags. So I've got 2 leashes that I absolutely cannot drop, and multiple bags. And then Angie walks slow, Bella walks fast. They were wrapping my legs. I mean, it was, as they say, a shit show. And and everybody, of course, fell in love with the dog. So it was a foster destined to fail. And so I literally had to just freaking figure it out and do something, because I'd come home basically a stress ball and in tears. So I had some design ideas that I got by walking local Ace Hardware, actually, potato masher, sort of sparked the idea. I made some homemade prototypes. Long story short, took them to a local designer, industrial designer, who took it, changed it into, as I told him, said I wanted something that would be MoMA, like MoMA worthy, something like very, if you're doing poop, like, you want it to be really elegant. So I think he crushed that, and then we came to figuring out what it was going to be made of. And I live in Maine. It was very important to me that it be eco-friendly. So we sourced bioplastics that will never become microplastics. The packaging is a recycled paper tag, and with a ball chain, so we don't have any additional plastic on it. The ball chain can be used on the leash. It's been the one thing that people have said has come undone, so a carabiner, but it does still eliminate having plastic on packaging, which I think is really good. And so, other than if you don't have 2 skittish dogs, the other things that really make a dooloop helpful more generally is, I'm sure we've all seen bags dropped on the side of the road, like left behind in the parks or on the streets, and that's gross. And now with COVID, I feel like stuff, usually people would be a good citizen and pick up a bag just to be a kind person, but now everybody's like, ugh. And not picking up poop is a toxin in nature. So there's kind of really no good answer other than we have to like do our bit where we can. And I feel like the dooloop is a very easy, light solution to this. And you know, no squishing it into pockets. It's just good. So anyway, the issue is, and I think it's new, and again, it kind of doesn't exist. So you guys are the people that make things exist. This is perfect for a gift guide. There are 4 words that everybody says when they see the dooloop. That's stocking stuffer and Shark Tank. And I was like, yeah, those guys would eat me. Yeah, it makes a great stocking stuffer because it's roughly $10. I had it, it's sold on Amazon, it's sold on the Grommet, it's sold on my website, and all of the local stores that carry it are listed also. It comes in 4 fun colors. It's millennial pink. My daughter said it's a must. Matcha green, called because my girlfriend Bettina loves matcha tea. Blue, a new blue, a charcoal, and then the lobster red. That is coming your way if you ask me for a sample. And this is the little, what would you call her? My little character who goes with her, my little avatar. And on this thing, it shows another thing. Beyond dropped bags, a lot of people are multitasking. They're walking with their coffee, their phone rings. The dooloop just takes that out of your hands. So anyway, my little thing, Love Your Walk, came from the woman who cuts my hair, who I gave her an early one, and I said, so like, what do you want? She said, I always used to go for walks and he'd poop early and then I had to carry it the whole way. And she says, now I have this thing. She said, I love my walk. And I was like, can I use that? She's like, yeah. So anyway, here we are.